changes.
Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. And as a lot of you have already heard or seen, and of course from the title up there, Pier 1 Imports is completely going out of business. They are selling all of their assets, closing their stores, liquidating. They're actually selling the name and the trademark rights, the IP, which is like the rights to Pier 1 Imports, probably the website, the company name, everything. They're selling it all, they're done. Of course, they were in trouble to begin with. I mentioned them probably end of last year, beginning of this year. And then with C19, it was just the nail in the coffin. Add them to the list. Now, different than JCPenney, Macy's, Sears, they filed for bankruptcy protection. They're trying to realign their debts and their incomes and get their stuff straight. The difference with Pier 1 Imports is they're done. It's it. It's over. No more Pier 1 Imports. So I think I have a gift card from them. I need to go buy something and spend it. So Pier 1 Imports, complete, finito. Without further ado, let's just jump over to my iPad and I'll show you the story, and you guys can add your comments to the bottom, what you think. As I said in the last video about JCPenney, if you missed it, I'll link it below. JCPenney was one of the beginning of many. And so Pier 1 Imports next on the list. Recently, here in Florida, I don't know if you guys, and also out in California and San Diego, I think, there's a company called Sweet Tomatoes, and it's called something else, something soup company out in California. Help me out if you know what it's called, but Sweet Tomatoes, 97 locations in California and Florida. They're an all-you-can-eat salad and soup buffet. They don't serve anything else, just soup, salads, and different things like that, baked goods. Gone. 97 locations, gone. Never reopening. Also some seafood places around here, gone. Never reopening. So the economic trickle down effect, the economic collapse, the recession, whatever you want to call it, call me negative Nancy all you want, has only just begun. A lot of people and stores are going to close up, especially smaller ones. You know, Walmarts and Targets, they're going to be fine. But Pier 1 Imports was really, you know, on the grand scheme, big companies here, they're way down here. So not surprised by them. We'll see more coming in the next few weeks and months. Also, I want your opinion on this because I said it. A lot of individuals, private people, us, you know, I think that a lot of people were able to pay their bills because they were working in January and February, and most people even through a lot of March. Most people stopped getting their paychecks around the end of March into April. The lockdown was April and May, right? So like the last week of March, 1 week, all of April, so 5 weeks, and then like 2 weeks of May. So 6-7 week lockdown, almost 8 weeks for some places. And I think people were okay with March's bills. It was in April started. But a lot of people were still getting their taxes back in February and March. So they had a little bump in money. And with the extension, some people are maybe still filing taxes to get refunds. They got a $1,200 stimulus check. If they have a boyfriend or a husband, they may have gotten $2,400. With kids, they may have gotten over $3,000. So that may have taken care of April's bills, maybe get them into May. So my point is, a lot of people, if they ran out of money and they weren't working, they may have just ran out of money now. The end of April into May, they're just starting to have problems. But a lot of companies allowed people to defer their bills, their mortgage, their rent, their car payments, their insurances, credit cards, defer those bills for 2 months. Like they didn't have to pay in May, they didn't have to pay in June, some of them 3 months, maybe even July they don't have to pay. So my point about all this is most people probably made it to right now, right? And so nobody's in default. Nobody's lost anything. And even so, the courts aren't open. All that stuff is going to start reopening in the next month or two. And all of that money, that stimulus money, that tax money, that lead time will run out. And eventually the deferred payments are going to come around July, August, September. That's when all the money is going to be out and all the payments are going to be due. And that's when I think the economy is really going to take a nasty, nasty hit, recession, downturn into this year. I think it's going to be miserable. And I'm not here to give you guys negativity, but I'm here to give you reality. And if we do the math and we add up these months and deferments and payments, that's what makes sense. July, August, September, people are going to start missing those payments that they got to catch up on. And reality is just going to right in the head. And it's just going to go downturn. Does everybody agree with me? Does anybody think, give me your opinion. Tell me what you think about the economy in July, June, July, August, going forward through the end of the year. I want to see. So I'll leave that one for you guys. Let's go over and check out the Pier 1 import story, and then I'll let you guys take over the comments. All right, so here we are on NPR, and it says home decor retailer Pier 1 looks to close for good May 19th, 2020, from Alina Seliku? Sorry for butchering your name. Pier 1 Import, one of America's most prominent home decor chains, is packing it in. The company, known for its colorful housewares and wicker furniture, declared bankruptcy in February, which we mentioned, and the C19 pandemic has forced them to temporarily close their stores, and now 540 stores will be permanently closed going forward. The decision follows months of working to identify a buyer who would continue to operate our business going forward. Pier 1 CEO and CFO officer Robert Reisbeck said in a statement, "Unfortunately, the challenging retail environment has been significantly compounded by the profound impact of C19, hindering our ability to secure such a buyer and requiring us to wind down." The chain, which started as a single store in 1962, was already on track to have its store count, struggling to compete against Target, Walmart, Wayfair, TJ Maxx, Amazon, etc. The C19 devastated non-essential business, which they are non-essential. Their first customers were post-World War II baby boomers looking for beanbag chairs, love beads, and incense. The hippies, that's my mom and dad. Pier 1 online history says Pier 1 has carried a wide selection of merchandise through the years, from chocolate-covered ants to clothing lines to life-size Spanish suits of armor. So they're going to go through a court process. Pier 1 is asking the bankruptcy court to approve an orderly wind down as soon as stores are able to reopen. That would include a complete sale of its inventory, intellectual property, and other assets through a court-supervised process. So there you go. Pier 1 Import, just another in a long line of what I expect to be closures, permanent closures, coming soon. If they weren't already in trouble because of Amazon and Wayfair and other stores, they're certainly in huge trouble right now. Expect more to come. Sorry to give you the negative bad news, but it's my job to show you guys a little bit of what's changing in the retail world versus online world. And so that's why I do these videos for you. I hope you enjoy them. Hope you enjoy them enough to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of the future videos, the store closings, retail and online business news, and everything that comes along with being in the resale world or the business world. With that said, as always, use that comment section down below. It belongs to you guys, and I want to hear about what you think is coming in the next few months, other stores, predictions, and the economy that I talked about at the beginning of this video, as far as missed payments, defaults, foreclosures, evictions, repossessions. Tell me what you think is going to happen in this country. I'm unfortunately going to tell you that I see the recession happening, and I see things getting worse before they get better. But as a reseller, could be good news for us and an opportunity to buy inventory at really, really reduced prices. So those of us with cash, those of us that plan, those of us that save and make moves will succeed and will survive. The rest, that's up to them. Thanks as always, guys, and I'll see you next time.